All right. Hello and good morning, Miss Nelly. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you so much for asking. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. I appreciate you asking as well. I know I'm frozen on your screen, so please don't mind any crazy phrases or I'm adjusting now, but I may freeze on you again. So I apologize for that. But let's jump into it. So, Natalie, I know we've been chatting a little bit, and so I would love for you to continue our conversation and just jump right into it and tell me a little bit about your professional experience.
Definitely. Thank you for the opportunity. I have previous experience in dispatching as part of a job description that I was doing
Mhm.
previous. I was dispatching like police departments, fire departments, and medical for monitoring security systems. So with that dispatching, it was working hand in hand with the law to make sure that we get all points crossed to them and information needed for them to be able to go to specific locations and narrow down zones, because it's basically zones that we dispatch for in different boroughs and counties all across the United States. We actually cover what previously covered. I also do have experience in dispatching and rerouting routes, as well as troubleshooting with SpeedX, a company that I was working for a few years. um in that position, like I said before, I was rerouting and dispatching routes to drivers would come pick up a route, and in that route it would be different loads that they had to drop off using their own vehicles. So it was basically working hand in hand with delivery drivers to be able to ensure that all routes were completed and assignments were met on time.
Incredible. And I love that introduction, Natalie. So thank you for being so thorough with all the details that you were able to give me. I'm going to shut off my camera. I hope you don't mind, just to avoid the
I see.
distraction here.
I see.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Absolutely. I want to, and you gave me some great details when it comes down to your dispatching experience. You mentioned best working at SpeedX, being able to coordinate, or schedule the drivers, or really just, provide them with the route and then dispatch. And then, also working with the government, such as, the police officers and all that fun stuff. So very, very skilled. Now, in those roles, would you consider that more like a fast-paced, high-volume type of environment, or was it a little bit slower paced?
Yes, for both roles, it was definitely, since it was dispatching,
Mhm.
one definitely with deliveries having to be dropped off at a timely manner and everything. It was very high paced, very fast paced. It was, having to monitor quickly and catch certain things quickly for us to, communicate with the drivers and coordinate other things, that other ways to be able to get these deliveries out in that time frame that we had available for them. And as far as with the dispatching position with the police department and fire department, of course that is something that is very fast paced, and it is emergencies, literally. So we have to monitor those closely and quickly catch whenever a dispatch needs to be made, because we do have to give that information to the police department, fire department, or medical to be. And it was it's very tedious, because there's a lot of information that has to be given verbatim for the dispatch to successfully be completed.
Absolutely. And I love how you mentioned that. You gave us those details simply because a lot of what you mentioned are those transferable skills you've dealt with, being under pressure, having to get these whether it's deliveries or getting, the officers dispatched properly on
Right.
efficiently at that takes a lot of grit. That takes a lot of jumping and pivoting to whatever needs your attention. So again, I love how you have that experience with that. Um, I want to jump forward to any time off, just so we're aware of any days that you may need to miss or request off. Do you have any days that we should know about in the next 30 days that you need off at all?
At the moment, I do not have any days that I need taken off. Think
Okay.
so. I think I'm all good there.
Okay, that sounds perfect. And then as far as starting a new position, how soon were you looking to start?
I'm looking to start as soon as this upcoming Monday, being
Mhm.
the 8th. I know this position is available for the 16th, I believe it was. I'm
Yes.
available as soon as it's available for me.
Awesome stuff. And yeah, it's actually going to be available Monday the 16th. So, I mean, Monday the 15th. So, and then interviews are going to be held in person as early as next week. So, we'll definitely get that coordinated, Natalie. But I just want to thank you for the time that we spent this morning. I appreciate all the details you gave me about your experience. And sorry about the camera issues, but
No, you're fine.
I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording, but if you don't mind, I want us to stay on really quickly just to finish chatting with you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.